What is up, guys? Coach Joe here from Fitbody Secrets, here to bring you guys your tip of the week. And today I want to talk about how to know when it's time for you to start to take your nutrition seriously. So I think for a lot of people, they joined the gym and they kind of didn't realize that they were going to actually become addicted to fitness. And now it's part of their daily and their weekly routine. They're meeting up and they're making friends and they have community and they actually are honestly enjoying this fitness piece of it. But then the other piece of it is what's not getting addressed, right? They're not looking at the things outside of the gym, or maybe they are, but they don't really understand anything about it. So today I want to give you guys some tips to kind of think about if you should be starting to take a look at what's going on, what am I putting in my body, and all those kinds of things. And the first thing that I'm going to get is you're going to have basically essentially two very opposite ends of the spectrum. One is I eat clean, it doesn't really matter. Option two is like, I'm losing weight already, so it doesn't really matter. So when you first start a gym routine, you're likely going to see that initial drop off. And if you quote unquote eat clean, you likely don't understand a lot about what actually all the other things that matter. So CrossFit does a great job of giving people a really good foundation of understanding food quality and how to quantify that. However, it's kind of still following a dietary protocol rather than teaching you guys exactly why that protocol is working. The foundation of every diet, as I've mentioned before, should be whole foods. And obviously we're measuring the amounts of them that we're eating. We're actually dialing in the amounts of them that we're eating so we can optimize how we look and feel. So let's go into this. How do you know when it's time to start taking your nutrition seriously? Well, first things first is you have to understand that you don't want to be putting too much stress on your body at one time, both physically and mentally. So if you're already like starting to develop new habits and it's already a stressor for you, like take it slow, like focus on one thing at a time. And then when you're ready, you can start to dive into things. So you might want to just start focusing on one aspect of your nutrition journey. Maybe it is getting more protein in and things like that. So there's never really a right or a wrong time to dial in your nutrition. But what I wanted to really go over today is when it's time to actually, all right, time to take this seriously. So if you're in the gym, you've been doing it for a long time, you've got your routine built in, and now things are just kind of like complacent, like you're not really seeing anything happen, changes. Maybe you saw the initial drop in weight, but now it's kind of the same. Maybe you don't really know what it looks like to honestly optimize how you look and feel. Take some time to actually dial that stuff in, whether you have 5 or 10 pounds to lose, whether you have no weight to lose, whether you have 50 or 100 pounds to lose, like taking the opportunity to take time to learn how to eat is a good part of everybody's nutrition protocol. But when it's the right time, it's a time when you're like, all right, I'm going to devote the next like 12 weeks to giving this 100% and actually giving this the opportunity to show me how to build meals in balance, how to enjoy my life, how to practice flexibility and a little bit of moderation, but still eat enough nutrient-rich foods to allow me to feel good. So if you've been complacent for a while, great opportunity for you to say, all right, time to kick it up a notch. I've adjusted and adapted to the stress of my training. I've adjusted and adapted to the stress of my life. Let's go ahead and add a stressor of like mentally trying to dial in my nutrition. That's a great time for you to start doing that. Another option is when you are about to start a competition program. You're really going to start to increase your volume. You're going to change from just doing the general classes. And now you're going to be taking your fitness more seriously, going into more of a competitive nature. Great time, great opportunity for you to guys to dial in your nutrition, to optimize what it looks like to fuel as an athlete, not just as somebody hitting the gym class for 40 to 60 minutes a day. So that's another opportunity for you to do things. Another opportunity or another time for you to dial things in is if you are noticing that you're getting some bad feedback. Maybe you're not recovering as good from your workouts. Maybe you're finding that you're not sleeping as well. Maybe you had some preliminary things that were going on before you started the gym and they're not really getting in any better. Dialing in the nutrition is number one, because nutrition really is the key to everything. How we look and feel is honestly primarily made up of what we are putting in our body. So if you are trying to figure out where to start with your nutrition journey and looking forward to maybe trying to take it a little bit more seriously, obviously having a coach is the best way to do it. And I do think that it's really great that a lot of CrossFit coaches are honestly learning a little bit more about nutrition coaching and kind of taking that a little bit more seriously. But if you don't have a qualified nutrition coach, definitely think that you should reach out. There's plenty of companies out there. Myself has one as well. But finding the time to have somebody actually educate you on things and get you set up for success. But I'm going to leave you guys with some tips today to kind of go ahead and get you started. Is number one, you should only go online and look up the Mifflin St. Jour calorie calculator for TDEE. That's going to estimate how many calories you guys should be taking in for your current age, height, body weight, and specific activity factor. You can even be a little bit more moderate if you're a little nervous about doing that on your own. I'm okay with that. But that's a good place for you guys to understand in terms of calories. And then when it comes to the types of food you're eating, I love using the CrossFit paleo, food pyramid as the base, where you're getting a lot of whole foods from fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, all those types of things, but not to abandon the things that you actually enjoy eating, and also the complex carbohydrates that you're going to get, especially in CrossFit, like your rice, your potatoes, your whole grains, your oatmeal, things like that can actually help you balance out your diet a little bit better. So looking for those minimally processed whole foods. And if you guys want a copy of my food, I have a complete food list. Shoot me an email at cheryl@nassonation.com and I will send it over to you. So no charge or anything for that. Just send it over to me. It incorporates mostly the food quality of like paleo, call it, but also a couple of other things and some things that you might not think about. So then you're looking at the quality of those food. And now you're basically going to do is take the quality of food and hit your calories hitting that quality food. And then also including some of the things that you enjoy, whether it's a little bit of chocolate here and there, a couple of tortilla chips, maybe it's a cookie, whatever it might look like in your life. And that's a great place to start. No, don't just start in a fat loss phase. Yes, start by understanding how much you should be eating to optimize how you currently look and feel, and then assess, okay, I think I can handle going into a fat loss phase, which would mean taking about 15 to 20% of calories off of that number, and then going from there, adjusting based on biofeedback, which is where coaching can really come in and help you guys. But this is honestly not a plug for coaching. This is totally trying to give you guys some education to get you guys to be more successful. So if this is you've been complacent for a while, go ahead and dive in, commit to it. Find about 12 weeks. By the way, I highly recommend not waiting for the perfect time, meaning don't look for the time when you don't have a vacation or work is crazy. Try and plan it around a time where you have a couple of things built in, because learning long-term sustainability is also important. So that's it, guys. Hope you guys have a great week.